I want to make an analogy. The rhetoric that Don Jr. and Trump and other Magapotamians are using about Greenland is very similar to Putin's language about Crimea in times past, and even his language about Ukraine more recently. We're going to look at a clip of an interview that Don Jr. did last night with Sean Hannity, presumably after getting back to his back from his couple of hours on the ground in Greenland yesterday, and listen to the things that Hannity and Don Jr. say about Greenland. These are direct echoes of rhetoric we previously heard from Putin about Crimea. Take a listen, then I'll explain.
If you look at Greenland, for example, if the people there are being treated horribly, I would bet the people would probably vote for an alliance with the U.S. And guess what? I think it would be in their best interest. Or if you want to talk about Canada, Canada doesn't have American money. Donald Jr., guess what? They're in trouble. If they don't have a trade deficit with us.
They're not being treated well. They have a financial problem. They have a trade problem. Yeah, Trump might use force to take Greenland, but it would be all in their best interest, just like Crimea benefited from Putin's belligerence, just like Ukraine would be better off if Russia took it over.
They're in trouble.
Well, 100%. I think all of these nations, what we've watched over the last 4 years, Sean, is when America is weak, when we don't have leadership, when in whatever leadership we do have is feckless, the world goes to hell. It crumbles. Dictators take advantage of it. People invade their neighbors. When America leads with resolve and with strength and from the front, we can do amazing things, not just.
If you look at
This is the exact same story. It's for global security, as Putin has argued his belligerence with Crimea and Ukraine are. It's for regional stability, as Putin has argued, and it's another one of these arguments. The MAGA people are floating around this map of it's basically from Mexico up through Greenland with an American flag, including Canada, including Greenland. It's for everyone's benefit. We just might have to kind of start a war to do it. Here's one more clip. And of course, this, again, so similar to the stuff Putin has done in the past. Don Jr. saying the people in Greenland, they love Trump. They'd rather be part of the United States rather than being a possession of Denmark.
Just amazing. They're obviously part of Denmark, but Denmark doesn't allow them to utilize their natural resources. So many of these young kids coming up and telling us on a daily basis, when we go to Denmark, we're treated like second and third class citizens. They tell us to go home.
By the way, do you think for a second, if the United States took Greenland by force, do you think Greenlanders are going to be treated just like Don Jr. and other American-born citizens if they come to the United States? Of course not.
To be quite a bit of racism there. And they just want to live their best life just like we want to live ours in America and utilize the resources that we have in the ground. Not surprisingly, Sean, the Danish media, they tell us, has spent a long time, ever since my father started talking about this in his first administration, creating, very negative views about America to try to create the narrative and create a sentiment against this from happening. But from what I saw on the ground, and we were there basically the entirety of the daylight there, which is short this time of year, but still amazing. Everyone was really into this concept.
Yeah. If you want an idea of how well Trump would regard Greenlanders if the U.S. took Greenland by force and made it a possession of sorts, it would be just like how Trump views Puerto Rico, which is confused about who the president of Puerto Rico is. Remember when Trump said, I just spoke to the president of Puerto Rico? That's Trump, of course. It was Trump at the time. As well as not understanding that Puerto Ricans are American citizens. If you want a model of how well the Greenlanders would be treated by Trump in such a scenario, you need only look at his perspective on Puerto Ricans throughout his presidency. So similar rhetoric, chilling rhetoric that we are hearing about Greenland, very similar to what we've heard from Putin about Crimea and his other belligerent incursions. It's not good. It's not good. Today on the bonus show, we will talk about New York City congestion pricing. So controversial, Other cities considering it. Some people like it, some people don't. We are also going to talk about the Biden administration banning unpaid medical bills from appearing on credit reports, a very interesting decision. And finally, Skip Bayless reportedly offered a former Fox Sports hairstylist $1.5 million for sex. This is one of the wackiest Me Too style detailed lawsuits that we've seen. And we will discuss all of these stories and more on the bonus show. Sign up at joinpacman.com and remember to pre-order my forthcoming book, The Echo Machine, at davidpacman.com/books. We did it. We surpassed 5,000 pre-orders. I'll keep you posted on the numbers. See you on the bonus show. Guys in my audience, I know you're tired of the chafing with traditional underwear. Our sponsor, Sheath, makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I've ever worn. If you're sick of the boxers that are too loose or the briefs that are too tight, Sheath is for you. Sheath underwear is designed with two special pouches in the front. Keeps everything separate in its own compartment with extra confidence that you will feel throughout the day, keeping things separate and comfortable, no more sticking and chafing. I was skeptical about the dual pouch, I admit it, but it is game-changing. Everything stays where it is supposed to be, extra useful when working out at the gym, and even if you don't want to use the pouches, you don't have to. It is still the most comfortable pair of underwear I have ever owned. It will blow your mind how soft and stretchy these are, made with moisture-wicking technology to keep you dry. If you were ready to take underwear comfort to a new place, a place you didn't even know it could go, head over to sheathunderwear.com/Pacman and get 20% off with the code Pacman. The link is in the description.